Hello food fans, we have a delightful breakfast for this Sunday morning. We're going to have some pancakes, but I'm also going to have one egg. I don't eat a lot of eggs, but for those of you who are new subscribers, I get my eggs at Aldi for 58 cents a dozen, and it's been that way for a couple of months here in Tennessee, and I also get them for 59 cents a dozen across the street at Kroger. And the pancake mix I'm going to be cooking today came from Kroger's. This I think was $1.59 for a great big box. It'll give me probably 5 or 6 mornings of breakfast, maybe more. I'm also going to have some turkey bacon. I'm just going to have one slice of turkey bacon. I have no idea how much I spent for that. But I'm going to fry some of it in my brand new skillet that I got from Ashley and Megan, and I will have some surprises along the way, some secret ingredients. So let's get started. To begin, I'm going to mix 1 cup of the pancake mix with 2/3 of a cup of water, and I do like my pancakes to be a little bit thicker than what most people would like, so I put in probably slightly more than 1 cup of the pancake mix. I like it to be this kind of consistency, where it's very thick, not as thick as biscuit dough, but thicker than a milkshake. Like that, that's how I like mine. And I've got the pan all heated up with some canola oil in the pan, and what I will do is pour this into the pan and let it start cooking, and I'll also be getting my spatula out. But what I will do, let me turn this camera and we'll focus on the pan. You probably can't see that it has canola oil in it, but it does. And what I'll do is just move it around a bit, maybe you can see it there. And get this out of the way and put in. By the way, this is a whipped topping container in which I do the mixing, and I'm going to mix. By the way, neatness doesn't count. And you might wonder why that's such a long pancake. You can make them any shape you wish, but I have a bowl that will fit into very nicely. So let that cook, and that's on high heat, and we'll come back when it's ready to flip over. While that pancake is cooking, I'm going to get the egg ready. I make it in the microwave in this dish. What I do is put a tiny bit of canola oil down at the bottom so that the egg doesn't stick to the bottom. And I do not fasten down the lid like that. What I do is, when I put this into the microwave with a broken egg in the bottom sitting on canola oil, I will put a paper towel over the top, and I will gently just let that set on top without being snapped down, and the egg makes the exploding sound, but it never makes a mess of any kind for me. And I will cook this egg in the microwave for 1 minute and 3 seconds at a power of 7 out of 10 potential power. 1 minute 3 seconds, power of 7. The pancake is about ready to flip over. You can tell from the little dots, looks like little volcanoes opening up on top of the pancake, and they become little bubbles. And what I will do is flip it over. I'm going to use my old spatula on this. Ashley and Megan sent me a spatula, and I've got that at my other house. So, into the frying pan under the pancake, on top of the canola oil, I flip it. Doesn't that look pretty? Yeah, you can do that. You can make good pancakes there in your dorm room at college or wherever you happen to do your cooking. And if you cook for one, use the formula I told you, 1 cup of pancake mix with like 2/3 of a cup of water, and maybe you'll add a little bit more pancake mix if you like big thick pancakes. And if you're cooking for more, just multiply that times the number of people you're cooking pancakes for. There's our little microwave safe dish, and I break the egg into the dish like that. 58 cents a dozen, a nickel each approximately. That's a real bargain on eggs here in Tennessee right now. And now I will put a paper towel across the top, and then I'll gently set the lid on top. I'll put it in the microwave for 1 minute, 3 seconds at a power of 7. In the background we can hear the microwave cooking and a little popping every now and then. And you get the pancake, which looks delicious. And I'm going to place it, that's the microwave, and pancake into the dish. There's pancake number 1. I will fix pancake number 2. And the egg has finished cooking in the microwave, and kids stay away from the stove, the microwave, and so on because it's very, very hot. And the egg looks pretty much and tastes pretty much like a fried egg. And I will put that in the dish with the pancake, and we'll be ready to add another pancake on top. So here goes, flipping into the dish. Boom. Looks like a piece of rubber there, doesn't it? But believe me, that will taste very, very delicious. And it's just about time to flip the number 2 pancake, but first what I'm going to do, this is 1 slice of turkey bacon. It costs less than regular bacon, and I think it tastes better and probably has less fat. Not that I worry a lot about that sort of thing, but this is very good tasting bacon. I put it into a paper towel and just wrap it over like that. I'm going to put it in the microwave for 1 minute exactly, and it will be nice and crisp. We can hear the bacon cooking in the microwave in the background. It will make popping sounds. Eggs and bacon make noise in the microwave. Flip this over. But they taste good. That's the microwave alerting me that the bacon is done. And here is the bacon. Very, very crisp. You can snap that and it has a delicious flavor. I like it better this way than fried. I have the eggs and bacon and pancakes there together in the dish. I will add our first secret ingredient here, some chocolate chips. Just a few. In the bowl, they can go anywhere. They don't have to stay on top of the pancakes. They'll find their way onto the spoon when I'm eating. And pancake number 2 is all done. And remember, kids, don't mess with the stove. Don't touch anything that's hot. You can burn yourself. Now I put in the 3rd pancake. I could get 4 pancakes out of this if I want to, but I think I'll make a great big 3rd pancake. And I used to like to lick the bowl of the batter, but there's always a warning on the package not to lick the bowl, so I'm pretty well not doing that anymore. I'm making a mess here. I'm not paying close attention, but this will be the roof of the pancakes. This will be a great big pancake. And what I'm going to do is add a couple of secret ingredients to this pancake. While it's cooking on one side, I'll be adding stuff to the other side. Just one secret ingredient, actually. There's a nice mess. A lovely pancake. And while that is cooking, I'm going to put in a few, not too many raisins here. Just enough to give it some added flavor. I like raisins, and I do think raisins, anything with grapes, there's grape juice, grapes, raisins, I think it's pretty good for you. So I put a few little raisins there and let that cook, and then we'll flip it over and cook it on the other side. Now I shall flip over the final pancake, the third one. Some of the raisins might drop out, I don't know. There we go. And turn this little piece over, or slide it in under there, and let that cook. And then we'll have a final secret ingredient before we start eating. That's a pretty big breakfast, and we could put some regular pancake syrup on it. That would be quite good. Could add whipped cream if we wanted to, but I'm not going to put that on today. Could put some honey on it if we wanted to, but Ashley and Megan sent me some maple syrup. That's going to be the final secret ingredient, and I will pour that on right now on top of this big stack of pancakes. And here we go. Maple syrup used to be the only kind of syrup they had, and somebody came up with a sort of a sweet tasting syrup that they use that costs less than maple syrup. This actually comes out of a tree. Did you know that? Yeah, there we go. And now I'll get a spoon and dig in there, and we'll try to get some of most of the stuff. Won't get everything because eggs and bacon down at the bottom. There's a way I can get to that though. One way for sure to get bacon with the first spoonful is to put a hunk of bacon right there and mix it in. Turkey bacon is very, very good. Maple syrup is very good. Chocolate chips are very good. And hope I don't spill any of this. Didn't get the bacon yet. Maple syrup is delicious. Thank you, Ashley and Megan, for the delicious maple syrup. Frying pan. Here we go. Drip. Get over here. That is fabulous. It's a great breakfast. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching. Some chocolate chips there.